Hello, my beautiful Libras. Welcome back to Queen Cup Tarot. I am just shuffling up right now, catching a vibe, getting ready to do your monthly March 2020 tarot readings. For those that are new, welcome. It's a privilege. Thank you for checking out the channel. Please like, share, subscribe. It's much appreciated. And for those that are returning, 100,000 subscribers, eh? Ah, jeez! I love you guys. Thank you for sending your genuine love, support, building up this platform to what it is today. You know, I told you guys I started this channel because I felt like I was alone in my spiritual ascension journey, only to put myself out there and resonate and connect with you all. That's why I tell you it's a privilege, because this has changed my life. You guys have changed my life, so I thank you. All right. For those that have booked personal readings with me, man, over almost 1,000 live personal readings. That shit is crazy to me, you know? And for those that I work with regularly, that work means everything to me. I just appreciate that you guys even see me as a valued asset in your ascension and in your journey. All right. Anyways, enough with the heart throbs, you know, trying to get to that heart chakra of Libra. Libra's like, okay. Right. Next. Yeah, I know. Whatever. All right. For those that timestamp the reading prior to the prayer, please continue to do so. For those that want to skip this intro, just see in the comments, Angel Gang will timestamp it for you prior to the prayer. Okay. For those that want to book personal readings with me, that's cool. Just see below my email address. You shoot me over an email. I'll send you the link to my calendar, and you can book yourself in for your live reading, okay? Just make sure that you pay before you block yourself off in the calendar, or else you'll be deleted, all right? If you want daily and weekly content, I offer that for a group of high priests, high priestesses over on Patreon, all right? There's several tiers there. I do weekly love readings and daily general readings, all right? So if you want additional content, you can go there to find it, okay? Members only. Okay, Libra gang, all right. What else? I want to shout out Anna Galano. Okay, I debuted her new deck on my Patreon, Tarot of Desires, and I'm using it for all of the monthly readings this month. So if you like the deck and you want to purchase your own, I think it's available for pre-order. Just see the link below. Okay. All right, guys, I think we can get into prayer and get into your spread. I got the frankincense on the burn and catching a vibe. Shit feels nice. You know, I'm ducking and dodging all this negative energy, like I'm in the motherfucking Matrix. Because I pulled myself off that Matrix shit, man. Every day I peel a part of my soul off of this fucking Matrix. It's such a shit show, man. Anyway, aren't you guys tired of living dead? The fuck? You guys killed me. Somebody on the Patreon goes, yo, auntie. How old do you people think I fucking am? Okay, about auntie. I don't know. Actually, the young ones call me auntie for show. I'm only 31, turning 32, but I got the soul of a fucking 67-year-old. Anyway. Yeah, let's get into prayer and get into your spread here. I saw a flipper. Yeah, I saw a flipper, and it was a strength card. What are you guys struggling with now? Anyways, yeah, let's get into prayer, and I'll get into it. Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, thank you for rising me up out of my bed this morning, and thank you for connecting me with the collective every day. Right now in particular, please allow me to communicate clearly with the collective sign of Libra. Please allow me to communicate clearly to them the messages that are in their greatest good, surrounding their material abundance, sustenance, the relationships closest to them, their personal ascension and development, and any other messages that you deem worthy at this time. Thank you, Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, for everything you do for me and the collective on a daily. All the healing energy, the support, the love, the guidance, and the protection. We are nothing without it, and we are nothing without you. So glory be to the Most High forever and ever. Amen. I did get a weird, quick little message. Some of you guys need to be very mindful because Mercury retrograde might be bringing back to you Oh, God. I'll really fuck somebody up, man. Yeah, some of you guys need to be very mindful. Because I got the energy that Mercury retrograde it's going to bring back people, but it's karmic energy that's coming back. Okay. So that you can complete these karmic cycles. Not saying that, because you guys got to understand, like, just because you have a karmic experience with somebody doesn't mean that they're not a part of your future timeline. It all really determines if you are able to successfully wrap up a karmic cycle with somebody to move forward with them. But what I'm gathering, though, is that you guys need to be really careful, because I feel like this karmic energy, for some of you, you were a part of the underworld. And if you don't understand what the underworld is, then this part of the message isn't for you. This is just a quick message for those that understand me and overstand me when I say that you are part of the underworld. Okay. However, in what capacity, I don't care what you were doing or what you were part of the underworld. Okay. I overstand that. So I hope you guys overstand me. Some of you guys separated yourself from the underworld. A lot of what you did in the past 2 years was removing yourself from an old lifestyle. And for a lot of you, it was this underworld lifestyle. Okay. And you guys removed yourself. This Mercury retrograde season is going to bring certain people back to you that are trying to bring you back to an old lifestyle. It could be somebody you used to date. Some of you are bumping into old karmic partners, and you are, forget just having sex with them, hanging out and reconnecting. They are bringing you back into a certain lifestyle. Some of you bump into somebody and it's all cool and you're hanging out with them, and all of a sudden they're now like, oh, do you want to go to so-and-so? And you're realizing, I haven't been there in 10 years. And now you're realizing you're going to bump into a bunch of people that you haven't seen in 10 years too. So it's just like, really being mindful, because a lot of you guys did a lot of work to separate yourself from certain worlds. And I see that world. I see like a hand coming out, you know, in horror films, like the hand that comes out of the fucking ground and grabs the ankle. I see that. So some of you just need to stomp that hand down. Don't be afraid. Just stomp it out. Okay. So instead of, I see some of you going, oh, so do I take the elevator down back to the underworld, or should I take the stairs? You don't go back is the point. But some of you are going to be tempted back. I see devil energy. It's almost like devil energy let you leave only to try. I don't know. It's anyways, I'm going to move on from that, but I just feel like that is a really strong message for a few of you. Some of you will already know what the fuck I'm talking about. Some of you don't know what I'm talking about, but yeah. Some of you don't know what I'm talking about, but you will when you are revisited by certain people. Okay. This could even be for money. You have certain people from the underworld coming back. Some of you manifested people from the underworld. And the reason why is because some of you are strapped for money. And the last time you made the kind of money you're trying to manifest, you were making that money in the underworld. The divine is trying to get you to see that you can make this money times 10 above ground. Some of you are going to be challenged karmically to not go backwards to an old environment that was really toxic and hard for you to remove yourself from. For some of you, it's addictions. Okay, you pulled yourself away from addictions and you're relapsing, or you're being challenged. Some of you are being negatively influenced. It's almost like, what's that? What did they say? It's just like a bad influence. It's like a bad influence returning back. There's somebody you know is a bad fucking influence. There's somebody's energy that you're very attracted to, but it's almost like, you know, if you get involved in them, it's going south, or you can end up back where you were, or you can end up in a sticky situation again. Like there's something that you need to leave in the past. I feel like the past is coming up to haunt some of you, and I'm getting like the horror film, like the hand coming out of the ground. You know, you guys are walking around a fucking graveyard and a hand comes out of the ground and grabs your leg. It's your past. And I gather that some of you were part of that underworld. Anyways, we can move on now. First card that came out was the 8 of Cups. Again, this is, yep, there it is. Devil energy. Look. It's the underworld coming back. And this could be anything, guys. Addictions, unhealthy sexual habits, things that you used to do for money. people you used to parlay around, like you walked away from it, but you see that her ankle isn't in the picture. It's like something has her leg. You see that? So you walked away and you left it behind, but halfway down the path, snap! That's what I see. If that was me, I one hard kick the devil I get in their face one time. A what? Boom, like a horse. Some of you need to kick the devil in the face like a horse. Because if a horse don't kick you, a horse kick through you. Okay? A horse kicks right through your soul. Some of you need to kick the devil right through its soul. Because it's grabbed your leg. It's trying to convince you to come backwards. Come back to something you've already left behind. Revisit something that you know is unfulfilling, which is why you left it behind to begin with. There's some kind of temptation here. And it's the temptation that got you involved in these cups to begin with. But some of you are yearning for something, but it's the energy, it's the place of which you're yearning from. You're not yearning for new experiences. Some of you are asking for the past. You're manifesting this. You're manifesting this. Because some of you are not going to kick the devil in the face. Some of you are going to turn back and go, maybe I should, or that looks fun, or I had so much fun with this, or da-da-da-da-da-da-da. For some of you, this is you having sex with an old karmic partner that you worked really hard to detach yourself from. Some of you are sexually, craving intimacy or whatever. And some of you are going to entertain, you manifested. So while you were thinking, let me give you an example. Some of you are single, okay? Some of you detached from a really negative karmic energy, right? And now you're single, okay? Boom, everything's great. You are now craving intimacy, connection, sex, whatever. And instead of manifesting it without a face, instead of revisiting old experiences that gave you that kind of excitement and feeling, instead of envisioning future, like you're craving something, but in your mind, you're going back to experiences from the past where you had whatever it is that you are seeking at this time. But remember, we leave all of these cups behind to go after the 9th cup, which has everything in this. It's like a cocktail full of everything. Do you want rum, vodka, wine? The 9th cup has everything in there. It's absinthe. It's abstinent. I want that. I want a bottle, but it's illegal in a lot of places in the world. You can only get it from Russia. I think abstinence comes from Russia. Like, I want the psychedelic abstinence. Like, I want that. Anybody who knows where I can like order that or get that, I think it's like a $200 a bottle or $150 a bottle or some shit. I want one. I'll start doing full moon ceremonies with some abstinence. It's a psychedelic. I don't know where this is. Yeah, so leave all the rum, scotch, Henny behind and work your ass to the abstinence. It'll give you whatever fucking high you need. Be easy with the Henny, ladies. You know what that Henny will do. Jeez. You just got to bust the Henny out with the right one. Anyways, yeah, some of you are craving a good time, but it's where you're looking for this good time. And some of you guys are looking to entertain the past because the past had good, exciting times. You're lacking future vision about experiences, love, romance, excitement. Some of you are just stuck on what it is you experienced from the past and trying to figure out how you can get it back again. The divine doesn't want you to get it back again. The divine wants you to seek more fulfillment, not a replica. It's same with jobs, guys. A lot of the opportunities that are falling through, it's because they're lateral moves. The divine's like, you might as well stay where the fuck you are then. Do you get me? So it's like, yeah, I just see that. Like some of you guys wanting to entertain the past because the past, there was something about it that was alluring. I see you guys being tempted by some shit too. To revisit some shit from the fucking past. Some of you, this is somebody who hasn't drank in 8 months or 8 years, and the devil energy could be bringing somebody back in your life who is an old friend, but still is suffering from alcoholism. So now you're feeling triggered and you're wondering, maybe I have to leave this friend. Some of you are going to realize why you left this friend in the past. It was because it wasn't because you didn't care for them or like them. It was because of a difference, an incompatibility within lifestyle. Some of you knew that this person's habits were a reflection of your habits that you were trying to move away from. And you just being exposed to certain people exposes you to some toxic energy that you've separated from. Some of you haven't had a craving for a drink until you see this person. Now all of a sudden you're craving a drink. Like it's something like this. Ten of Pentacles. This devil energy is directly in between the 8 and the 10 of Pentacles. I don't like that, because essentially this is what you're walking. You're walking away from all of these cups, these lackluster experiences, because you knew you deserved more. Here is the more, but the devil is right in between. And I think it's the devil trying to get you to come back here instead of moving forward to here, because I told you guys, when you guys build up the 10 of Pentacles, the devil don't have keys to this yard here. The devil had keys to this yard. The devil don't have keys to this one. That's why the devil's trying to get you to not even go over here, because once you're here, the devil doesn't have the same access to you. That's why the devil energy works so hard to get you to not build your 10 of Pentacles, get you to not live out your greatness, get you to not live out your legacy. Because the devil doesn't get to come. The devil's not invited. The devil knows that. That's why the devil's trying to get you to come back to where the devil is allowed, and it's the underworld. For some of you, you have your family begging you to leave. There's somebody's family can see how toxic a relationship is. And I see somebody begging their kid or their child to leave a toxic relationship behind. The family is looking at somebody saying, please leave this behind. And it's a relationship, or it's an addiction, or it's some kind of toxic environment. The 9 of Wands, this is you not giving up on yourself, okay? Because some of you are so yearning for something that you are willing to go back in the past to get it. The divine's saying, do not give up on yourself. What you seek is in front of you, not behind you. Libra, please. Libra, please. Do not give up on yourself. While the devil energy is telling you there's no future. Look what's one step away. That's fucked up. But the devil energy knows that. The devil energy doesn't give a shit. Devil energy is like, it's working. Not for long. Angel gang gang. You need to not give up on what it is that you walked away from. More importantly, you need to, this is yes, not giving up on what you walked away from. This is more not giving up on what you're walking towards. It's the 9th cup. Some of you are giving up on that 9th cup and are considering going back to where the fuck you came from, yo. No. If this is resonating, you have to know that it is devil energy, and you have to understand what the devil energy is trying to, look, there's the Queen of Pentacles. Look. Where do you think the Queen of Pentacles lives? The 10 of Pentacles. You are one step short from being in the land that you're going to build your fucking legacy, and the devil energy is trying to bring you back over town. Kind of Dutty John Crow thing like that. I have to stop calling people Dutty John Crow, because I'm going to say it to the wrong fucking person who's going to know what the fuck that is, and they're going to fight me. You know, you be in Jamaica and call somebody a Dutty John Crow, you're gonna have to, those are fighting words. I'm trying to fight with you guys. You want beef? You want beef? I chef that. Anyway, let me stop. I've been listening to a lot of rap this morning. Anyway. Okay, yeah, not giving up. Not giving up. Yeah. Absolutely. Fighting the great fight. Fighting the great fight. And right underneath the devil is the King of Swords. This is you not giving up on yourself and saying, fuck that. I have my own underworld in the pit of my fucking soul. You can hoop that. That's what happens when you do the inner shadow work. Your inner shadow is so ignorant, okay, and angry that it'll look at the devil and be like, I have my own fucking underworld. That's what your shadow will do. Because remember, when you rejected your shadow and acted like you were the nicest person, your shadow dwelt with the devil in private and would look out against you, okay? But now that you did all of that inner shadow work, you're fucking feisty little demons telling the devil, no, I don't need your fucking underworld. Come out of my bum. Yeah. I see you guys, some of you taking up your sword to the devil and being like, yo, you better come off of me, man. Then I tell you I was done with that. Then I tell you I don't function that way. I don't move like that no more. What you didn't hear. I see some of you literally, and it's your shadow doing it. Good job. Because not long ago, your shadow used to listen to the devil. Your shadow could get baited by the devil from a long time. Because a lot of you guys, you are out on your own from young. And when you're out on your own from young and you don't have parents really watching you or watching out for you, the devil energy goes to those kids and draws them out. It's like some Pied Piper type shit. Looking for lost children. You know what I'm saying? And essentially you guys grew up and became the superheroes, the people you always needed to come, the people you always wanted and hoped would come and protect you and save you. You did it for your fucking self. So I'm literally seeing some of you, the past comes back to haunt you. The devil energy grabs your ankle and you draw up your bumbaclot sword. I feel like I'm in awe. I feel like I'm watching you guys doing this and I'm in awe. I'm like, whoa, the power that's resonating off of you. You are, I hear your shadow saying, I have my own fucking underworld. You can take that. That makes me want to cry. I don't know why. It's making me so emotional. Some of you, the devil energy got you from young, brought you down to the underworld from very, very young. So whatever you did already to get yourself out of the underworld means you already have the strength. You're going to need to fight something. And some of you, your family is giving you some kind of, they can see something that you might not be able to see. So for some of you, you can't see yet that somebody is trying to pull you back to an old lifestyle. You can't see it yet, but your family might be warning you. Because for some of you, your family knows this person that you're reconnecting with. They know you're going to say you went somewhere and they're going to go, it's going to trigger them and be like, you were down there. Like there's something that your family is, that they see that's going on that they're like, don't go backwards. Don't go backwards. I see somebody's mother in their ear helping somebody fight this battle. Or this could be somebody who's passed over, helping somebody fight this battle. Because for some of you, you're alone. You don't have anybody who has your best interest at heart. So essentially you are being challenged to have your own best interest at heart and do what's right for you. And it's kick the devil in the face. Say, get the fuck off of me. Don't touch me. I have my own fucking underworld in the pits of me. I don't need your shit, man. Leave me the fuck alone. You believe in yourself. You're moving towards that 9th cup. You're leaving all of these cups behind. Some of you need to remember what it is you walked away from. Because for some of you, it's been a while. Whatever is revisiting you, it's been a while since you were there, since you've seen it. Some of you are going to feel like, well, I'm older now, I'm bigger now, I can handle it. It doesn't matter. It's an energy vibration that you're exposing yourself to. Don't forget what you walked away from. Because this is exactly what the devil energy is trying to pull you back to. Sloth, greed, envy, gluttony, lust, wrath, and pride. That's exactly what the devil energy is trying to keep you stuck to. And the divine is trying to encourage you not to give up on yourself. You are almost home. You're almost home. For some of you, there's a relationship that is coming to an end. And it's because someone is not willing to leave the underworld behind, and someone is. And what makes this very hard is the person who is willing to leave the underworld, whatever toxic behavior, whatever, they're trying to leave this low vibration. They feel responsible. They feel afraid for the person they're leaving behind. Some of you feel like, if I leave this person behind, they're not going to live. Some of you are afraid of leaving somebody, a toxic relationship behind, because you don't think they'll survive. Some of you were only in the underworld because you were taking care of somebody. Some of you didn't even do drugs. Some of you didn't even sell drugs. Some of you didn't even sell ass, but you were all up in the underworld, running around looking for your kid. Driving around looking for people. Have you seen so-and-so? Where are they? Have you seen them? You know? Oh, they're on a bender. Oh, they're bleaching. Bleaching. When I say bleaching in that context, I'm not talking about bleaching skin. I'll do a whole other segment about how bleaching hair and bleaching skin is a reflection of how society has tormented you and all of that shit. And when I say bleaching, I'm talking about not going to sleep. People bleach in the block, so they haven't slept. So some of you, your children go on these benders and you drive around looking for them. I see a mother crying in her car. And I see a mother crying in her car because she just saw her kid get into somebody else's car and she already knows what time it is. She knows there's a parent who's gotten confirmation that their daughter is prostituting. Okay? Or that their son is selling drugs. I feel the fear of a mother. I feel deep-rooted fear. She cries. She's terrified. She drives around. She doesn't sleep. She doesn't eat. She's too old to be living like that. It's going to negatively impact her health and her body. This is killing her. There's a mother here who is really struggling with a path that one or two of her children are taking. I literally am seeing this woman driving around at 2, 3 in the morning, asking crackheads and drug dealers where her daughter is. And then when she does find her daughter, I want to move off of this. I don't want to talk about this anymore. Let's see what else we get. 6 of Swords. I don't want to talk about this anymore. The Divine's like, okay. The 6 of Swords, we're moving past that. We're moving away from those dark waters. Because I've been really sensitive and in my feels. It was very hard to do the monthlies because of how emotional and vulnerable I was feeling. I'm like, I'm going to cry in front of these people. I don't know what I'm going to say. And the Divine's like, okay, it's fine. Just chill. Just, okay, you can move on. I'm like, I don't want to cry. I don't want to talk about this anymore. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Okay. All right. Making a decision, the Lovers. Wow. Some of you might have been involved in a third-party situation, and the way you're looking at it is that somebody was picked over you. Nobody was picked over you. This wasn't what you were hoping you were picked for, wasn't for you. So some of you are kind of needing to look at something differently. Some of you are feeling like you were left in the cold because you weren't chose. Meanwhile, like, you dodged a bullet, and you should be excited that you are not. Like, I don't know. There's something, because I see third party, because this King of Wands has his hand on 2 bitches' tits. You know what I mean? I don't know if they're bitches. I mean, shit. But who are these hoes? Like, who the fuck is this guy? Okay. The Page of Swords and the 2 of Swords and the 2 of Pentacles. Somebody is struggling, and because for some of you it's a mother, but for some of you it's a father. And there's somebody who is afraid to tell their parent the truth about what's going on with them. They're juggling whether or not they should bring somebody in the loop. And it's because they're carrying a burden alone. Somebody's carrying a burden alone. And they want to reach out to their father, this Emperor energy, but they're afraid of what this Emperor energy will say. This Emperor loves you. Whoever this is that you feel that you're being guided. So you've gone within and you found your sort of truth. You're just not open to what it is you know. And for some of you, you know that you need to reach out. There are family that is trying to support you, be there for you, that has your best interest, needing to be open to the love of your parents, open to the love of someone. Some of you push love away when you're in bad places because you are conscious that it hurts the person who loves you. Don't worry about the Emperor. The Emperor's hard as nails. Don't worry about his feelings. Not in the sense of we should not care about the Emperor's feelings, but don't be afraid about telling him. This Emperor loves his child. Somebody's waiting for you to come home. Some of you are scared to face somebody, scared to go back home. Some of you are scared to face something. You feel shame. I'm seeing a masculine here who feels shame about facing his father. Meanwhile, his father's waiting for him to come home because he loves him desperately. And there's the Empress. I see somebody's parents really worried about somebody. I also see a masculine energy that is pulling away from his family and his friends because of some financial issues. This masculine energy is waiting for money to come in and feels insecure without this money. So doesn't want to be front page, doesn't want attention. This masculine is restructuring his life and feels very vulnerable because feels like he's lacking something and he doesn't want other people to know that he's lacking it. The Emperor has a poker face. You'll never know that the Emperor has something wrong. Because the Emperor knows that if the Emperor shows any weakness, that he can then be subject to attack. So the Emperor is never going to show the weakness that it is that he's feeling. And for some, this Emperor is feeling like maybe this Emperor lost a job or lost a lot of money and is finding it really hard to face the family or tell the truth. For some of you, this masculine energy fucked up and doesn't want to face his family to tell them what's wrong. And I wouldn't even worry, because if that's the case with the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles, this Emperor, this feminine has this Emperor's back. This feminine loves this Emperor and isn't going to care that he's going through some trials and tribulations. This Empress is going to be more irritated that this Emperor took so long to tell her. Because the way this Emperor is behaving, this Empress isn't sure what the problem is. And it's because he's burdened. He's not telling the truth. So once this Emperor does go to his Empress and tells her what's going on, he's going to be relieved, because the Empress is going to alleviate the anxiety by telling him there's nothing to worry about. And also, the Emperor, when the Emperor goes to the Empress or the Empress goes to the Emperor with a problem, they're open to the solution so that's what I'm saying. The Empress came to the Emperor with a solution. The Emperor went to the Empress with a problem that he had been keeping secret and holding in. That devil energy was making his ego bear the burden of alone. Releases himself from that toxic energy, drops this burden, and tells his feminine. His feminine comes up with the solution. So this Emperor is going to have a heart chakra awakening. So that means there's a part of this Emperor's ego that is going to shed permanently, because he realizes that his emperor doesn't look at him as, his empress doesn't look at him as less than because he's experienced some kind of loss of some kind. This empress just immediately comes with, well, we could do this, or this is a way out of this. So now the emperor isn't even phased, like the ego isn't even a thing. It's more so, that's a great idea, let's do that and fix this. So not allowing ego to dwell in what the problem is. I can't stand sitting there talking about what the fucking problem is for hours. What's the solution? We should talk about what the problem is for all of 10 minutes and then spend hours talking about the solution, not the other way around. Talking about the problem for 5 hours and then the solution, it's like, it's a dud. There's not enough content. There's no problem solving skills. The Empress and the Empress have very high problem solving skills. So either of them can have problems independently that the other one can support. So that's what I'm saying. The Emperor had an individual issue that he was holding and carrying on to himself privately, finally tells the truth to his Empress. The Empress doesn't assume the burden. The Empress just says, hey, I have a suggestion. I know how I can help, or I know how we can get out of this. So that's where we go into this independent coexistence. So I am getting an independent coexistence that's happening here. Somebody in this dynamic is going through something, experiencing a loss. Okay, their ego stops them from sharing it. They shed that part of their ego and they share it. And the Empress helps the Emperor independently, meaning she's advising. She's not coming and doing anything for the Emperor. The Emperor isn't, that's what I mean. It's not that the Empress sees this issue. That's what the Emperor thought. The Emperor thought, well, if I go to the Empress with this issue, the Empress is going to think I'm incapable or I'm a fucking dud. No. The Empress knows how to fix that. They know how to help support each other's problems without having to fix each other's problems. It's not codependent. This is I like that message that came through. I really like that. It's a very clear message of an independent coexistence between the Emperor and the Empress and how they best support each other with their own individual lives. The Empress isn't coming to save the day. The Empress just comes and said, it's okay. Let's fix it. Here's a solution. We can try this. The Empress doesn't think about the Emperor the way the Emperor thought the Empress would, which is why he was burdened with telling the Empress, Wagwan, I lost money. I lost my job. I'm experiencing this. I'm tied up with this, whatever. It was his ego telling him that the Empress was gonna fucking, and it wasn't true. The Empress is like, what the fuck? Okay, well, let's fix it. What, talk to me. The Emperor does, and then they fix it. Or this could be vice versa. The Empress wasn't saying something, finally shares it with the Emperor, and the Emperor is like, don't worry, I'll handle that for you. It's okay. It's like totally cool. We can do this together. It's fine. I'm just seeing this. See how the devil will try to get you to withhold information and bear burdens alone under the illusion that, oh, they're going to say this, or people are going to do this, or all these lies, only for you to drop the burden and you be graciously received. There's a lot of love between this Emperor and this Empress. They encourage each other not to give up in their own endeavors. They're each other's cheerleaders. You know what I'm saying? They're both equally as regal. They're both equally as regal. There's the Empress. See? See? She offers her support regarding a decision. See the Judgment? This is a decision that the Emperor needs to make. And the Emperor was trying not to burden the Empress with whatever he had going on, but then the Empress is like, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? You've been running around, you're a mess, you're disheveled, what's going on? And the Empress says, you know what, fuck it. I'm going through something. This is what I got going on. And the Empress is like, it's totally cool. Don't worry about it. Don't beat yourself up. We'll figure this out. I have an idea. And then this judgment is made. It's made by the Emperor with the support of the Empress, not for the Emperor because he's incapable. No, this isn't his fucking mother. It's his wife. I love this. This is where the collective is going in relationships. So Gemini, for some of you, you're moving into this timeline. You're ahead of the ball. Libra. I keep calling you guys Gemini because I just did Gemini. The message wasn't anything really like this, but anyways, Libra. It's a really beautiful reading. I'm going to wrap with a Archetypes by Kim Krans, and we'll read this out of the book. Thank you, Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, and their angels. Kairos. I'm going to take that. Take that. Take that. Okay. That's an initiation. Oh, shit. You guys are in initiation, eh? Oh, yeah. Well, the energy I definitely got about the underworld is definitely initiation. You are being initiated into your new timeline, meaning you no longer identify to the world, the environment, and the energetic scope that you once identified to. So the underworld comes back trying to get your attention. You're like, excuse me? You're looking for who? It's a fucking rape van rolling around my... Jesus. I'm serious. It looks like a fucking rape van. I'm nuts, man. I've yelled that at people. Take your fucking rape van off my fucking street. No, I'm serious. Okay. Mystic time, synchronicity. We have all had the experiences of timelessness, of life beyond the ticking of the clock. It may be felt as time standing still, slow motion, or losing track of time on a walk or in a lovely conversation. This is known as the mythic time, and it is the territory of Kairos. The card suggests that there is a secondary time continuum that goes beyond any earthly clocks and schedules. Within this nonlinear realm, we access divine timing. A single moment ripens with auspiciousness, and our actions change the trajectory of our whole life. Time becomes a living thing that watches over us and tells us precisely when to speak or act. When this card appears, it's all about patience and precision. No clock can guide you. Wait for the rush of inner knowing. I got that. You guys are waiting for an inner knowing and not a moment longer. So this is about this is hunting. This is about precision, right? So patience, think about hunting. You have to be very, very patient, and you cannot hesitate. So there's a line between being patient and not hesitating. It's called precision. So you are precisely aligning yourself what it is you are meant to go forward to. I just see that there's something that's trying to distract you before you shoot your shot, take your shot, shoot yourself in a new direction. Anyways, when light, alignment, ease in decisions and actions. When dark, fighting against time, go deeper. Felix Gonzalez Torres's Untitled Perfect Lovers. Compare the Greek words chronos and kairos. This will guide you to an understanding of logos and mythos. The word evil comes from the root unripe. Consider that everything has a time of ripeness. When it becomes a nourishing fruit, sweet to the lips. You know what's evil? This over fucking ripe fruit that is tempting you to take a bite. You have temptation on the fucking board. And it's not little temptation like, oh, fucking a karmic and then just regretting it later. No, this is fucking a karmic who will bring you to a bad part of town where you haven't been in a long time. And now all of a sudden you're caught up in some shit, wondering why the fuck you ever went down there or ever let this hoe back into your life. Like, I'm serious. Okay? Kairos. All right, let me just stop. Okay? I love you guys. Like, share, subscribe. For personal readings, queencuptarot@gmail.com. For daily, weekly content, Patreon/QueenCup. And 100,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. I love you. All right? I'm curious and excited to see where this year with all of us goes. Okay? So keep letting your inner angels live. Because your inner angel is a lot more powerful than whatever fucking part of your soul was functioning in that old timeline that you were on. Your inner angel knows what's up and knows where to bring you. So let your inner angel live and enjoy the ride. All right? Mwah. Bye, Libra.